I want to start with Magic.
Seems the obvious place to
It
start.
is the obvious, and I think the reason it's so obvious, grandfather of TCGs, is probably the most influential TCG to ever be created, ever to exist, and the foundations of it are its resource system. That's why I wanted to start on this. Lots of other TCGs have taken so much inspiration from Magic as a TCG resource system. Magic is an interesting one, right? I'm going to go out and say it. I do not think Magic has a great resource system, but I still love the game very, very dearly.
It was very innovative for its time, though.
It was, wasn't it? I think for its time, it really was innovative. In ways, it did stand the test of time because Magic still exists as one of the most popular trading card games of all time. So they're doing something, right? But there are some fundamental issues with the Magic system.
Yeah.
A land-based system, having it mixed into your deck, it makes you very susceptible to mana screw, mana flood. So anybody's ever played a game of Magic, they're going to know exactly what we're talking about. That sometimes the luck of the draw is just not on your side, and it probably happens a little bit more often than you really want it to be. And this is almost entirely due to the fact that it uses a land-based system, the land being the main resource in the game, which is also then shuffled into your deck. So if you just don't draw enough lands, you're kind of fucked, really, aren't you? Like, there's nothing you can really do to correct that. So you have to take game losses. That being said, most of the time, the best player will win, but it's not necessarily the case. There's good things about Magic's resource system. I'm not going to be totally negative about it. The way that it created the color pie based around its resource system.
Very cool. The foundation of Magic.
It's the foundation of Magic. Is the foundation of most of the trading card games. Let's be honest, right?
Yeah.
The color pie has been adopted and used in most other trading card games at this point, right?
And it's not always directly colors. It can be class systems and all kinds of things, but it basically is the same.
I think maybe I'd probably argue like a class system is a little bit different because it's almost a bit more rigid, and there's no sort of combining of the two. Where the color pie almost allows you to say, oh, I like this color, I like this color, and I particularly like these two colors combined. Every Magic player has like a color pair or trio that they identify to. What other trading card game that really has a resource system that has a fan base that gets so obsessive about associating to like one of these color pairs or like groups?
Yeah.
Magic, like the way that it's done that.
Rule for life.
Yeah, I mean, group players suck. Obviously, Dimir is the best color pair. There's a perfect example of this. Like, the fan base is just feels so strongly about like a color pair that they associate to. It's their identity. It's how they like playing the game. That being tied to its resource system, I cannot ignore what it did. Was absolutely revolutionary, and it is such a sort of core part of the TCG space.
Yeah.